mention also something on Barcelona, guys, because it's a big topic of the day, an important news. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Fabrizio Romano here as always to keep you posted on the transfer market. Today, guys, we have many things to mention, from Chelsea to Manchester United, from Garnacho to Dorgu, Luiz, Rashford, and much more. Let's jump into it together. Start with the here we go of the day. Is finally completed the deal for Manchester City captain Kyle Walker to leave City and join AC Milan. Agreement done. It's a here we go. Thursday he will be in Italy to complete the documents to sign, complete the medical test of course, and so he's joining Milan on a loan deal with a buy option around 5 million euros. Milan will cover his salary till the end of the season, and then if they activate the buy option clause in the summer, he will sign a 2.5-year deal at AC Milan, so valid until June 2027. So Kyle Walker leaves Man City and goes to AC Milan. Remember that Man City signed Omar Marmoush, Vitor Reis, Kusanov for the defense, also Yuma Ba from Valladolid for the future, but he's going to Lens on loan. So Man City are very busy, and remember that Man City keep working on Andrea Cambiaso deal with Juventus. I wanted to mention also something on Barcelona, guys, because it's a big topic of the day, an important news of the day. Ronald Araujo signs new deal at Barcelona in the next 24 hours. So Thursday is gonna be the day for Ronnie Araujo to put pen to paper. Agreement with the player last week, everything sorted with the agents also this week. Barcelona director Deco has been crucial in these negotiations, as Deco was involved first with the player. He spoke face to face, then spoke with the agents, then was able to reach the financial agreement. So huge work by Deco, and the agreement completed. Araujo signs tomorrow, so new contract for Araujo. The next ones will be Pedri, Gerard Martin, Gavi, and then in the next months Lamine Yamal. But everything is agreed with Ronald Araujo until 2031. This is going to be the new contract of Ronnie Araujo at Barcelona, and then the next ones also with Pedri. My feeling is that this deal is almost done, just working on the final details. So really important news for Barcelona. Something else to say on Barcelona is that yesterday, on Tuesday, the agents of Marcus Rashford met with Barca. The director Deco was there, obviously, because it was in Lisbon, this face-to-face meeting. It was quite a positive meeting because Rashford would like to go to Barcelona. I always told you Spain is the biggest desire of the player. On the other side, Barcelona are quite open to signing Marcus Rashford. What's the point? Financial fair play. To make it happen, they need space on the financial point of view, and so Eric Garcia, interest from Como, 7 million euros bid, interest from Girona, and also the situation of Ansu Fati, stays, leaves, loan, permanent, what the player wants to do, because Ansu Fati, as of today, is still not giving green light to an exit. So let's see what happens around Ansu Fati, but in case there will be some outgoing, Marcus Rashford and Barcelona will be one to watch. Meanwhile, Borussia Dortmund remain candidates, but now big trouble at Borussia Dortmund because the coach Nuri Sahin is gone, and so one big change at Dortmund. And on the other side, some sources close to Marcus Rashford don't rule out the possibility of staying at Manchester United at least until the end of the season. So let's follow the situation in the next days. Also, guys, I wanted to mention something on Serie A Premier League, because we know the dream of Napoli is Alejandro Garnacho from Manchester United, but also important to mention, as I always told you, financially is not an easy deal. So Napoli had a direct meeting with Manchester United. They offered 50 million euros, add-ons included. This was the package offered by Napoli. Manchester United rejected. From what I'm told, Manchester United insists on 70 million euros as value of the player for the January transfer window. So let's see what Napoli decide to do. At the same time, Chelsea are still considering a bid for Alejandro Garnacho. What I'm told is that Chelsea are discussing internally, but Chelsea are really considering Garnacho. He's one of several names in the list. From what I'm told, for example, Chelsea love Jamie Gittens at Borussia Dortmund, but it's more than unlikely that Dortmund will open doors to a January exit, so seems really, really difficult. Alejandro Garnacho is a concrete possibility for Chelsea. So now internal discussion is ongoing. They are considering to make a bid for the player. In the next days, hours, we will be following the situation, but Chelsea are also there. Meanwhile, Napoli remain in contact with Man United for Garnacho in case the situation financially changes on United's side, but Napoli are not there just watching the situation and not moving. Napoli have other options, and one of the other options, exclusive story from today, Napoli made contact with Borussia Dortmund for Karim Adeyemi. My understanding is that there is already a direct contact, there is a direct approach. Napoli want to make a bid, they will do that as soon as they have the green light from the player on terms. Last summer, Karim Adeyemi had the possibility to go to Juventus, but was the player to say, I want to stay at Dortmund. So was the player to close doors to that possibility. Now there is Napoli, and let's see what happens between Napoli and Karim Adeyemi. Because Napoli are prepared to make a big effort, we will be following the situation for Adeyemi. My understanding is that Borussia Dortmund are quite open to selling Adeyemi if they receive a good proposal. So watch out for Karim Adeyemi, could be an interesting one for the final weeks of the January transfer window. And then let's move again to Premier League. Manchester United, I told you they were in Italy to meet with Napoli for Garnacho, but also to meet with Lecce for Patrick Dorgu. First bid has been rejected, 27 million euros. Lecce asked for 40 million euros. Why? Because they know that Napoli are interested in Patrick Dorgu, that Napoli could be open to doing the deal now and let Dorgu stay at Lecce until the end of the season on loan. So that would be interesting for Lecce. But Man United are still there. Man United remain in contact with the player. Man United remain in contact also with Lecce. So discussions remain ongoing. Remember that Antony is going to Real Betis. And on financial point of view, Man United remain keen on the Patrick Dorgu deal. Man United remain absolutely interested. Let's see if they can find a way. They also have other options, including a buyback clause for Álvaro Carreras, the left back who is now at Benfica. So they have several opportunities. Dorgu is not the only one, but they remain in contact with Lecce. So Dorgu remains a strong possibility. Man United really love him because he can play on the left, he can play also on the right. He's a physical player, not just fast. Also with some international experience playing for Denmark. So they like Patrick Dorgu. Man United saw the first bid rejected, but they want to try again. Let's see if they can find a way with Lecce. Again, the price tag is for 40 million euros. And then, guys, I wanted to mention something also on Chelsea. Because Chelsea, we said about Garnacho, but Chelsea are also assessing options for the midfield. In case they find a good opportunity, they could consider to bring in one more midfielder in this January transfer window. I don't think it's going to be a superstar name. The feeling is that they want an opportunity on the market because they have Enzo Fernandez, Ladia. For the future, they also have Andrei Santos, who is doing fantastic at Strasbourg. So they see the future well covered, but if they have one more player they can bring in January, Chelsea would consider that. And keep an eye on opportunities. Chelsea in the last 24 hours reached out to Juventus. They are speaking about Renato Veiga going to Juventus from Chelsea. Is a strong possibility on loan. Now, Chelsea also asked about the situation of Luiz during this conversation, but Juventus' answer was quite clear. They don't want to loan the player. It has to be a permanent transfer. There is interest from Chelsea and also from Manchester City. Remember that Man City and Juventus are talking about Andrea Cambiaso, the fullback, who is of interest of Manchester City. In this conversation, City also showing interest in Douglas Luiz. So there is interest from Chelsea, interest from Man City, but at the moment Juventus have no interest in doing the deal on loan. And so, guys, let me know your thoughts on all these stories. I wait for your opinion on all of them. Barcelona new contracts, Kyle Walker, Marcus Rashford, Garnacho, Adeyemi, Dorgu, and much more. Guys, let me know your opinion here in comments. Remember to like this video, turn on the notification bell, subscribe to the channel. See you soon. Ciao.